Hello everyone, and welcome to County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining me. Now let's start the show with our top news stories, and today we begin with news from our public information briefing that happened on April 23rd. Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater announced $1.2 million in awards to 33 local nonprofit groups through the Community Partnership Grant Program. Properties include House Initiatives, Homelessness Aid, Quality of Life, Health Services, and Arts Support. The funds target various needs like food for children, shelter for domestic violence survivors, education for homeless youth, and addiction services. County Council leaders Brad Young and Cavante Duckett joined Fitzwater to reveal the recipients.
Frederick is such a great place because of all the nonprofits that we have that always step up and meet the needs of whatever we have here in Frederick County. And as was said by the county executive, the county participating by putting some dollars to help leverage what these organizations do in our community allow them to do so much more. Information on each grant is available online. Visit frederickcountymd.gov/CPG or email cpg@frederickcountymd.gov. Frederick County recently broke ground on 2 new replacement school buildings. The new Valley Elementary School is located on Jefferson Pike. Once completed, the school will accommodate 745 students. A new Green Valley Elementary School is under construction in Monrovia in the Lansdale planned unit development. When it opens, the replacement Green Valley will house 725 students.
I'm just so excited for the partnership. I think every time we can build a new school, new schools, it symbolizes the partnership between Frederick County and Frederick County Public Schools and all of the other stakeholders, our partners. So it's an exciting time for our school community.
Both schools are projected to open in 2025. Frederick County's bravest were honored in April at the Public Safety Awards hosted by the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce at the Brunswick Volunteer Fire Company. The Chamber recognized the dedication and bravery of law enforcement, fire, rescue, and emergency service professionals who safeguard homes, businesses, schools, and families daily. Among the awardees were individuals who performed heroic acts and demonstrated exceptional community service, going beyond the call of duty. This was the first time since 2019 that the event was held.
I think it's important for them to know the community rallies around them, that we have sponsors, we have people that care. They come in and day out, they do what they're trained to do, not always with great appreciation or recognition, and I think it's really important for the Frederick community to recognize them so they all know how much they're appreciated.
If you would like to watch the full Public Safety Awards ceremony, visit frederickcountymd.gov/FCG-TV. All across the United States, communities are struggling with the drug crisis. Frederick County is no exception. Last year, 38 people died from overdoses in Frederick County. Now, many of these deaths are the result of fentanyl, a drug that is often added into other street drugs. Recently, FCG-TV collaborated with several agencies on the front lines that are trying to reduce the number of fentanyl overdoses. The Frederick Police Department, the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, and staff from Frederick Health Hospital and others want to raise awareness about fentanyl crisis. Let's take a look.
Fentanyl is killing Americans at record rates.
Many of them didn't know that fentanyl is 10 times stronger than opioids, such as heroin.
They didn't even know they were taking the deadliest drug our country has ever seen.
They didn't know how drug traffickers mixed fentanyl into heroin, cocaine, and counterfeit pills.
They didn't know that the pill that they bought from a dealer on social media was fake and actually contained fentanyl.
And they didn't know that just one pill can kill.
We here in Frederick know this is happening, and now you do too.
You can help by making sure that you only take medication that is prescribed to you personally and comes from a pharmacy.
You can also get trained to use Narcan, a medication used to reverse opioid overdoses.
So on National Fentanyl Awareness Day, please be sure to talk with your friends and family about the dangers of this deadly substance, because Frederick County
is in this together.
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 Because Frederick County is in this together, and together we can save lives.
It's time for a short break, but stick around because when we come back, we'll get tips on how to keep your animals cool this summer and more. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Coming up, we'll learn ways to keep pets safe as temperatures warm up. Speaking of animals, let's take a trip to Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center to see who our featured Pet of the Week is.
While he can be a bit slow to warm up in new places, Sanderson is that young cat everyone is looking for. At just under a year old, this handsome guy is friendly and playful. He loves to snuggle and is content being held. Sanderson is great with kids of all ages except the furry four-legged kind that bark. This super fun feline would prefer a dog-free home. To learn more about Sanderson and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
It's May, and we're already starting to see some warm temperatures. Now, imagine being outside all day in the heat or inside of a car. No good, right? Pet owners need to be mindful of the heat, especially with our fur babies. Here are some helpful tips to keep your pets safe from the heat coming our way. Summer is here, and that means temperatures outside are heating up. Would you want to be left outside in the intense summer heat all day? No, and neither does your cat or dog. Here are some tips to help keep your pets safe during the hot summer months. Keep a bowl of fresh, cool water for your pets throughout the day. Refill the bowl as necessary. Make sure there is a shady area for your pet to lay under and get out of the direct sun. Be careful not to over-exercise your pet while out in hot temperatures. If it is extremely hot, don't leave your pet outside at all. Don't leave your pets unsupervised around a pool, as they could fall into the water or find the pool to be a water source, which isn't a good idea because of the chlorine and other chemicals. Never leave your pet alone in a parked vehicle. Your vehicle could heat up to dangerous levels, causing heat stroke, which can be fatal. Trim your dog's long hair, but never shave it, as their coat protects them from overheating and prevents sunburn. With cats, make sure to brush them regularly to keep their coat lighter. Feel the pavement before you bring your dog on a walk. If it is hot on your hand, it will easily burn their paws. If having to walk your pet, avoid the hot pavement and walk on grassy or shaded areas. Look for symptoms of overheating in your pet, which include excessive panting or difficulty breathing, increased heart rate and respiratory rate, drooling, mild weakness, stupor, or even collapse. It is important to get a checkup on your pets at the vet before the spring and early summertime. Make sure they get tested for heartworm if they are not on year-round preventative medication. Want something to do with your family and friends? Well, watch this episode's calendar of events to see what activities county divisions and departments are hosting in the next few weeks, right here in Frederick County. To find out more about future events and activities, just visit frederickcountymd.gov. Before we end this episode of County Perspective, let me share some news with you. Mark those calendars and dust off those helmets. Transit Services is gearing up for the annual Bike to Work Day on Friday, May 17th. Cyclists of all ages are invited to join in the two-wheeled festivities from 6 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. The highlight of the event is a ceremonial ride starting at 6:45 a.m. from Hood College's Alumni Hall. Riders will embark on a family-friendly slow roll through beautiful Frederick City streets and parks before arriving at City Hall and continuing to the Transit Center. The morning will wrap up with a pit stop celebration at the Transit Center, featuring county and city divisions and departments, community organizations and local nonprofits, giveaways, and proclamations from the mayor and county executive. With miles of bike lanes and a cycling-friendly culture, Frederick is a perfect place to get rolling this Bike to Work Day. The goal of Bike to Work Day is to provide participants with commute options that fit their needs and their budget. Bikes and buses are a great way to extend your commute. For more information about Bike to Work Day, visit biketoworkmetrodc.org. The primary election is underway in Maryland, and that means it is time to cast your vote. Early voting is available from May 2nd to May 9th. Voters can cast their ballot at any of 4 early voting polls around the county, located at the Urbana Regional Library, the Thurmont Regional Library, the Prospect Center at Himes Avenue, and the Middletown Volunteer Fire Department Activities Building. Early voting locations are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. You can also choose to drop off completed ballots at one of several secure locations through May 14th. If you prefer to vote in person on primary election day, Tuesday, May 14th, you can report to your assigned polling location. Frederick County has 56 in-person voting centers around the county. If you don't know your precinct location, you can find the information on the Frederick County Board of Elections website at frederickcountymd.gov/elections. Well, everyone, that is all the time we have for this episode of County Perspective. Now remember, if you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media at FredCoGovMD. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, everyone.